Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming, much appreciated. This is a general love reading for your sign. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. All my details are in the drop down box below. Let's see what we've got. The person's got partnership on their mind. Taurus and Mercury retrograde. Bottom of the deck is Neptune sacrifice. So as I said, this energy is very, very strong. So let's get goddess guidance. Ishtar, Coventina, we've got Nementona, which is a very strong, again, very sacred space, very Piscean in energy. And we've got Hathor, and we've also got Vesta. So I'm going to put her at the bottom of the deck. Let's get a destiny card. The Piscean energy, for those that want to tap into it as well, it's very imaginative, very inspirational energy. So if you are creative in a creative field or an artistic field, then really it's a really wonderful time to be tapping into that. And you can obviously channel it for your relationship as well. You can also just do channeling in general, because your intuition and your senses will be heightened. We've got reflection. Okay, so this is a very strong Piscean aspect. It's a 12th house aspect. Reflection, so going inward and understanding deeper concepts of love as well, what it really means on a spiritual level. Okay, let's get a Moonology card. Jimmy, let's see if I can just get one. A new start is coming. This one wants to come out as well. Do not let the past hold you back. Okay, so these are all related to 12th house and Piscean energy. And then the bottom of the Moonology deck is full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so so for you, we've got Ishtar, boundaries, and we've got Virgo, I analyze. So as I said, qualities between you and your person, maybe you may see aspects of them in you and vice versa. So just take it as it resonates. So Ishtar, boundaries, and Virgo, I analyze. So the Virgo aspect is very much about detail oriented, but it's also about decluttering, and this can be emotionally and physically. So in your environment, within your home, but also in your mind and your emotions, and this can be a build up of karmic things that you've brought into this lifetime, or it could be to do with past experiences that you've had in other relationships, or whatever it is, your programming that you have. So it's about analyzing all of that, but it can also be just really looking at things with a very, very magnifying glass. And now sometimes you can go overboard with that and you slip into criticism. And this can be self-criticism, but it can also be criticism of others. So just be aware of that. Don't slip into that. So the criticism can come in, and the worrying about things. Also being overly taking a magnifying glass to yourself, your faults, your health, your diet, everything, just finding fault. So just be careful. The very highest quality of Virgo in the situation is this. It's a very gentle energy actually, but it's about very constructive weighing up of the pros and cons and coming up with really great solutions. But this, is about detail. So it can be with numbers, it can be words, and it's sifting and sorting and coming to and bringing forward beautiful, constructive advice or help or some kind of framework. That is a beautiful expression of the Virgo energy. But it is also a very very sort of, as I said, detailed energy. So this is about looking at things in that way, but just don't slip over into the criticism. And, health and diet and well-being are important for the Virgo energy. So just make sure that you are careful with that. Because you've got Ishtar boundaries, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And sometimes with the Virgo energy, they can have be in a position where they give, and they don't take enough time for themselves or for their own building up of their own self-esteem. So just be careful with that you are not giving away your power or your time and your energy to others, and not giving time and energy to yourself. That's very, very important. So self-love, very important. Look after your own health and diet and well-being. Nobody else is going to do that for you. You need to take charge of that. You need to take charge of your energy. But it can also be that you may need to just do a few boundary checks. In other words, check your boundaries that you have not still got some in there from past experiences or past relationships, which are now becoming a hindrance. Okay, so just check that the ones that you have got are relevant and necessary for your current situation. As you grow and evolve, and so does your person, then you need to update these things and actually do sort of an update check within yourself, and just be aware of that. But it could also be external things, forcing their way into your relationship, and this could be with regard to your work or your profession, or it could even be family demands. Various other things like that can come in. But with the Virgo energy, declutter as well. And this can be physically in your environment, but also obviously, do a boundary check. So declutter, get rid of things which no longer serve you. And this can be emotional things, and this can be mindsets, attitudes, all of those sorts of things. Just do an inventory check and make sure that you are doing the very best and bringing out the very best in the Virgo qualities for yourself. Then for the situation, we've got Nimitona and we've got the 5th house, creativity. So Nimitona often I associate with making your commitment to each other sort of more official from a sacred kind of a point of view. So this can be a visit to a church, or it can be to a power place. Now this can even be a hand fasting if you are not church related, so it's going somewhere, whether it's within yourselves or within your relationship or outward in nature, or to a power place, and enjoying the sacredness of that. And so it's about being in that sacred space within your relationship, but also in your home. So this can be a physical altar or a physical place that you've created in your home, if you have a home together, or whichever home you spend time in, where you've created a space. It's almost like an altar, or just it could be a corner of your home or a table, which has got beautiful things associated with your relationship or with your family, or the things that are meaningful and important to you. You could put candles there, crystals, create a space like that. And when you do your meditations, or when you spend time alone, or when you're doing something and you slip into that sacred space, then that is, all part of this altar situation. You can be seated near there, or you can spend time near there, or you can be gathering little things which are relevant and important and meaningful for you, and putting them on this table or on this altar. It could even be a mantelpiece over a fireplace, whatever is relevant for you. So you can create this in your home, but you can also create it in your relationship, that sacred space where nothing intrudes. Okay, this is important. And you want to feel safe in your relationship with your person. And you can't do it on your own. You need to create it with them. You can start and then let them follow, but it's something that you need to discuss, something that you need to create for yourselves, whatever is relevant for you. But it's a sacred space. And it says, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So this could, as I said, could even be a place of worship, or it could be some other place which has power with it, where it could be a place of prayer, or it could be an historical monument, or it could be a power place in nature. This could be a mountainous area, it could be a Buddhist temple, whatever is appropriate appropriate for you. But it's about going to that and soaking up those energies and enjoying that time, but also creating a sacred space within your home and within yourselves and within your relationship. Fifth house, creativity. So this is a lovely, playful, creative energy that comes in. And this has got all the activities that are pleasurable and fun and enjoyable, recreational. And you create this in your, you need to create this in your relationship. So this is the current situation. It's about enjoying those activities with your person, and whatever it may be, whatever you like to do or you like to do together. And it's all pleasurable activity. So this could be purely sensual, or it's playful, lovely playful energy. It's almost, love affairs often are featured in the fifth house, so it's got that overture, that romance and that lovely playful energy, or it's recreational activities that you are enjoying together. It could be going away, enjoying some sort of place away in nature, or on some sort of tour, or if you are able to do that. But it's creating this lovely, creative, playful energy in your life. It can also be related to children. So whether you have children or not, you're inviting this into your relationship, and it could be the birth of children, or it could be getting involved with your children or other children around you, or you may be thinking about it as a couple. But children are highlighted with this house, and it can also be the birthing of them or the conception of them. So see how this resonates for you. It's also, as I said, all forms of creativity come in with this. So be creative with your sacred space. Be creative with the relationship that you have. And it can also be about risk-taking sometimes can come into this as well. So it may be taking a chance on something or starting something new. You have got a new starters coming. So it could be that. But I feel it's about being that creative energy. Children are highlighted, and those recreational fun activities, or any activities that make you feel good and you enjoy. And it's about creating a sacred space with your person. That will oil the wheels of the relationship. Okay. Now for the sort of advisory section, we've got Mawu, Mother Earth, and we've got Taurus, I have. These cards are both about grounding. All right. So as I said, with the Piscean energy, you're going to need to ground, because you can get literally carried away, swept away on this beautiful cloud, this romantic illusion or whatever. So you want to be able to reach for the stars. You want your dreams to come true, which is also a Piscean energy. You want all of that. You want to connect to the divine. You want to bring that beautiful spiritual love into your life. But you do it also by grounding. You've got to ground it. And so therefore, this is why we've got Mother Earth here. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So that may be an aspect, could be an activity that both of you enjoy, whether it's hiking in nature or going out into some sort of, or camping in nature, or whatever it is. Nature is highly, aspected with this. But it can also be just doing simple things around your natural environment. So this can be gardening, walking on the earth, walking on the beach, spending time in nature together will be very helpful for one or either of you, or both of you together. Any sort of activities which you both enjoy, or one of you enjoys, which is related to environmentalism. This could be your time. You can volunteer, you can get involved in activities, you can support them by donations and things like that. Anything like that is helpful. But it's also about your environment. And as I said, with your person, with the purification, and also with you with the Virgo I analyze, this could very well be about decluttering, getting rid of things that you don't use anymore. They're not serving you anymore. They're not helping you anymore. They're just cluttering up. And for your person, it's a detox, physically, mentally, and so on, emotionally. And with this card, it can be about detoxing or getting rid of things out of your home which are not helping you. These can be triggering allergies, health issues. So this is like toxic chemicals, cleaning chemicals. Go to a more natural environment, products. Get rid of things which trigger you or just not helping your health, because your health and diet and well-being may very well be in the spotlight here, and certainly it is also being reflected for your person. So make sure your environment is pristine. All right, make sure it's pristine. Recycle things, upcycle things, get involved with that. Find out what you can do with certain things that you are no longer using anymore but have value. How can you upcycle them, and so on. With Taurus, I have, this can also be about, material things may be coming in for you as well. So being overly materialistic can also bring in the cluttering. Okay, so be careful with that. So that's one aspect. But the Taurus is, I have, it's about money matters coming in. So money matters are important. It's also about building up a foundation. It's literally building. So it can be home related. You've got Vesta home here, so it could be that you're building a home, or you are moving home, or you are relocating in some way. And maybe now is your chance to create this beautiful sacred space for you and your person. Even if it's just a mantelpiece, as I said, for above your fireplace or some other area. It could be in your garden, a beautiful part of your garden which is sacred for you, where you go to sit and enjoy your time. Gardening comes up very strongly with this. The earth comes in very strongly. It could also be that you're getting involved with land, purchasing land, or you're building something, or you have got a holiday home now, or whatever it may be, something to do with that, real estate, property, anything to do with that can come in with the Taurus card. And you've got Vesta home, so there's definitely something on the cards with home, your physical home. But you could also be expanding that. You could be upscaling, downscaling. If your children are leaving home now, maybe you're downscaling, or maybe you are relocating to an area, a piece of land that you've bought, something to do with that. And certainly once you get there, start thinking about environmental issues. How can you give back to the earth? How can you use this land or this property to better help the earth? What can you do? What is your contribution? So think about that. And this is something you can do together, because cleansing and detoxing and all that is on both your cards. So it's also about sensuality, and I did say that with the 5th house. That's pleasurable activity, sensuality, home comforts, little bit of luxury, good food, things that are good for you. Obviously you've both been following health and diet and well-being, things like that, so you're looking at that. So this is about creature comforts, but make sure that they're good for you. But this is about putting something away for a rainy day, building up a foundation. It's your garden of possibilities. That is the Taurian card. So stability coming in, stabilizing with the both earthy cards, stabilizing, stability, also building up, building a foundation, or it could be literally land related or house related. But it's also the sensuality side of the relationship, a lot of sensual activities coming in with this, and the 5th house can also reflect that. So it's about getting in touch with that and enjoying that. And money matters also come in with this, but it's the accumulation of wealth or of funds or of resources, all comes in with this card. We've got here a new start is coming. So this is new moon. So somewhere in here, it could be that you get an opportunity now to actually start something, or perhaps you're purchasing a piece of land and now you're going to build your dream home, or whatever it is, and a new start is coming. So whether this is emotionally between you because you're decluttering, and the new start is coming in from that aspect, or whether it's physically as in your home, and that certainly seems to be the case here. So some sort of new start is being manifested here, but you're going to bring it into being, and this time I feel you're going to do it the way it should be done, the way you really want to do it. And this is looking at things from an environmental point of view. How do you want this to be? It must be a clean, happy environment, non-toxic environment, whatever it is, but also building up your home comfort so that it's a lovely place to be, a healthy place to be. So a new start is coming in. And then we've got here South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is very much a Piscean thing. It can come in. And certainly with your detoxing and your looking at your boundaries and your health and your diet and your well-being and what you've taken in. And this can be visually, in the form of media, or what you're hearing, also in the form of media, or what you're listening from other people. Don't let your past hold you back. So you need to let go, close doors, resolve things, and resolutions and endings are possible with the Piscean energy. It's getting rid of baggage, things that don't serve you anymore, things that have passed their time, they've outlived their welcome. This is also about letting go of the past so that you can move forward to the future, and you've got some lovely positive things coming in here. So after some reflection is going to be necessary, especially with the Piscean energy. You can't escape it. That deep reflection, that going inward, that dreaminess, that sort of surfing those unconscious waves, and letting go, releasing. It may even be releasing karmic things. This is karmic issues you've brought into this lifetime. You could both be working on that individually, or it's something you're both working on together. And this can be situations, experiences, and projects that you're going to work on in this time, in this lifetime. So it's dealing with all of that, and that all may be rising to the surface now. But don't let your past hold you back. So release, let go of baggage. Now, shortly after after this, we've got the Neptune sacrifice card. So as I said, some aspects of this are coming in. And wherever it applies to you, it's just a heightened aspect of Neptune. It's being heightened. And this is a dissolving energy. So this could very, very well be that certain ego issues with which one or either of you have been grappling with is now starting to recede, or you are dealing with them and letting them go. Okay, this could be to do with your boundary checks, as I said. So ego deaths can happen with this card, but also dissolving of things in general. But it can also be that some sort of time is required in order to bring something into being. And I feel that is what is happening now. The releasing is going to bring new energy in. And it can be that you may feel that you are sacrificing time, one or either of you, or both of you, towards your dream. And the Piscean energy is very much about your dreams as well, the surfacing of those, and that thinking about it, and that sort of lovely imagining and visioning of that. So maybe some sacrifices are required. This may be giving up something for the greater good. So whether this is an ego death, or it could be some other aspect of your lives which you just feel is not helping you anymore. Either it's relationship related, or it could be physically related, as in your health and your diet and your well-being. But it's letting go of all of those things that don't serve you anymore. All the other Piscean, and Neptune rules Pisces, so all the other things I've talked about to do with that Piscean energy, it's not falling prey to illusions and fantasies. You need to keep your feet on the ground, but still reach for the stars. All right, so you've got to be able to do both. But there is some retreat, some withdrawal, some reflection required with this card. It could also be that you are things are rising up, which you didn't see before, you didn't know before. Things are coming up to the surface. That can happen as well. And you may be seeing things around you which now you are getting clarity on, or you are, after once you've got rid of those illusions or delusions, if you have had that, if you have been experiencing that, then once the mists have cleared, then you can see things clearly. But the Neptune mists can sometimes be around and you don't see things 100%. Sometimes difficult situations can rise up under this, like scandals and things can also come out with this. But I don't get that energy with you. I get that feeling that it's more about the rising up of aspects that need to be dealt with, and clearing of things, all of that can come in. So now we've also got a fiery climax approaches. So I feel that somewhere in here, whether it's initially and then you go into the reflection phase, or whether you are still going through this reflection phase, still preparing the ground, and then this comes in. Just see how it resonates for you. But a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. So once you get to this energy, all right, and this can be the culmination of things. This can be the result. This can be releasing ego issues, or aspects of your attitudes and beliefs that just are almost too forceful, or too egotistical, or selfish, actually, in some ways, or just a form of bulldozing. So it's ego issues may come in. One or either of you may be dealing with this, or it could be an external thing which is coming into your relationship. As I said, it may be to do with other people, but this is about releasing all of those things. But it's also about taking action in some way, but coming from a result. So a full moon is always a result, but it can also be about forgiveness, and it can also be about gratitude. So whatever comes out with this energy, this result, either you are needing to do a bit of forgiveness, and this could be of yourself or of your person just acting out certain things, or it could be past situations. This can be to experiences you've had in the past, experiences with regards to relationships, or it could be also past life things just culminating, and now you're seeing the result, and now you're taking steps to address that. But it could also be from a gratitude point of view. So it could be that once you've been through a stormy patch and you're now coming out of it, you're feeling deep gratitude for this, that you've been through this and now you've come out the other side. So take it as it resonates. But it can also be, as I said, it's kind of got, it's a fiery quality, but it's normally there's action involved here. So either an action has been taken, or you know, and you're now seeing the results, and you're now going to move forward on that. But it could also be that you are perhaps needing to discuss something or to get something clear, especially with the, as I said, with the Piscean energy. It can make you a little bit dreamy or sometimes unfocused, or you don't see things clearly. And so this is going to bring a result, or you may need to just address certain things once you see this happening. This kind of, it could be a complete disagreement or some kind of clash, and now you need to address it and clear the air. That can happen as well. Now, with the this is the other energy that we saw, sort of related to the home or to land or property or real estate, something like that. You've got Vesta home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Okay, so something could be changing in your actual home environment, and somebody coming in or somebody going out, but it can also be an actual physical change. And you've got the Taurus and you've got the Mother Earth, and these are about grounding, but it's also about real estate and land and so on. So you could be relocating or changing something within your environment, but it's saying that it's going to be better for you, whatever comes out of this. So whether this is perhaps somebody, you know, you may have extended family living in your home, and somebody there may be a bit of a fiery climax and somebody leaves, or some kind of result occurs and now somebody comes in. So just take it as it resonates, but there's some sort of changing going on within the home environment, but it's going to be better for you. And you know, this is about, you know, there may even be a resolution or an ending, as I said, that can happen under the Piscean energy. Some sort of shift, but it brings resolution, or it gives you the opportunity to resolve something, or to actually, you know, find sort of closure or completion. And you have got the South Node Moonology card. So it is about closing doors on the past, releasing baggage, letting go of things. It could also even be that you have physical things in your home, like these can be material things. And you've got the Taurus card, releasing, either building up of material things or being overly cluttered with that. It's weighing your energy down. And you've got the Virgo energy, which can be about decluttering. So it could be that you are downscaling and you need to let go of a whole lot of things from your home, which are just, they're not helping you, or it's not serving you. You may need to trim down or downscale, or just release a whole lot of things from the past which can't go with you now. Then we've got here, for the sort of outcome and the potential, we've got Mercury retrograde reinvention, and we've got Hathor receptivity. So with these two cards, this energy can be with you for a week or maybe longer. It's normally, communications get a little bit, sometimes they can be sort of mistakes can come in, or things get overlooked, or things get misunderstood, emails don't get sent, that kind of thing. So communication wires can get a bit crossed, and sometimes, you know, with this energy, it's not a good time to be necessarily signing big things or initiating big actions. Okay, sometimes that can come in with this, so you'll have to just wait and see, and when the energy passes, then you can go ahead with your plans. But there's some sort of plan here which needs to be gone over again. So whether this is related to this, perhaps land, you know, whether it's a home or land related, or setting something up to do with that, there's some aspect of this which is requiring a sort of a do-over. Anything with repeat, redo, release, anything with a re in front of it. So something needs to be gone over again. So it's back to the drawing board, go over the plan again, or go over whatever it is that you're wanting to initiate, look at it again, and if you're not 100% sure, get somebody else you trust to look at it again, and some mistakes or things that have been overlooked can be picked up, and then they can be corrected. All right, so that is the that energy, but it's also a reflective energy. This is about going over your plans again, or thinking things through and coming up with something better on the other side of that period of reflection. All right, and there may be additional information which you haven't received or you haven't got yet, and that needs to be included in this. Okay, it can also be that somebody from the past or a situation from the past reoccurs or comes back into your life, and this is important because it actually gives you closure or completion, or they may deliver important information which is going to be relevant for how you're going to move forward, or it could be news. You could be waiting for news, and sometimes with Mercury retrograde a delay can occur. So it could be that this news is being delayed, but sometimes a person can pop back or a situation can pop back, and it triggers something for you. It's normally very beneficial. So it's a beneficial conversation, or it could be just closure, as I said, completion, or just something finalizing or ending, or that you get news about something or information, valuable information. That can all happen. The other thing with Hathor receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So this is very much about I feel to do with you, possibly with the boundaries. You may have put a few boundaries in place which are blocking your ability to receive. So this, whether this is receiving love or receiving anything really, help, advice, whatever it may be, you may have got a few boundaries in place there which are blocking you. So just be careful with that. This is opening yourself up. It's a very feminine energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. We have both. They're both got to be balanced. So open up. Be willing to receive. You have to receive and give in equal measure, and then you can tap into abundance. If you are giving too much, you will empty your cup and you will start slipping into resentment and becoming like a doormat, but if you go the other way and you receive too much, then you become dependent on others. So it's a balance. But being open to receptivity is not receiving gratefully without slipping into guilt or shame or any of those things. There's nothing wrong with asking for help or receiving anything really. Just be grateful. As I said, you've had with the full moon in Aries, you may indeed be expressing gratitude for something that has a result that has come to you. So be open to receiving, very, very important. And as I said, it's a very feminine quality, but it's a nurturing quality. It's a self-nurturing quality. When you are open to receiving, then you are also nurturing yourself, and you fill up your cup, and then you can give to others. So all of these aspects coming in for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.